Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be showing you guys how I do my foundation, how I highlight, how I contour, how I sculpt my entire face here. I'll be showing you guys the techniques that I use for my face, especially my face shape, because I do have a diamond shaped face. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into this video. First, I'm going to prep my lips using my EOS lip balm, and I just feel like, first of all, whether you got on makeup or not, you need to have your lips moisturized, because we don't want you walking around with like dry lips or nothing like that. And then I'm gonna take my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea, and I'm gonna spray that. So I am also going to prime my face using the Maybelline Master Prime Primer Base Primer, and this is the Blur and Smooth Primer. Lately, I don't know why, but my pores have been like on 10 lately, and I can't even tell y'all why. So I'm just gonna prep my skin using that primer. And with putting anything on your face that you have to rub in with your hands, like moisturizing wise, I recommend, yes, rubbing it in, but after a while just pressing it into the skin, because you don't want like premature wrinkles. So before I put on my foundation, I just want to explain something here. So basically my face shape is a diamond shape. So basically you want to go according to the shape of your face. If you have a diamond shaped face, it's basically kind of like my face. So your high point, your forehead, you get the most light here. So it's right there. My cheekbones are up. So this is where light hits my face, and then light hits my face on my chin. So that is how I have the illusion of a diamond shaped face, and you want to go according to that. Also, if you have a diamond shaped face, you already basically have dimension to your face, if that makes sense. So for example, the lightest parts of my face, my highlight, as you would like to say, my forehead, my nose, here, and my chin. My shadow parts of my face, my cheekbones. So you see that here? That is, I have basically like a natural contour on my face because I pretty much have high cheekbones. For foundation, I'm using my Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation, and I am in the shade 312 Golden. So I'm taking my two favorite highlighters. I'm taking the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Concealer. My ColourPop Concealer, and I'm in the shade Medium Dark 32. So you see, I'm just here. I'm not going up right directly under my eyes. And I'm gonna bring some dimension also to the sides of my nose. Now, some people, when they highlight, they bring it all the way up here. If you do that, it makes your face look wider because you're bringing light to that all the way up here. So for me, my preference, I don't want that. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And also, I kind of want to highlight this a little bit, because that can get dark and you don't want a shadow. And I also bring it all the way down here because I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow. So this is how I highlight. I also highlight my chin, my nose, right down the middle, bring it up, So with my Fenty concealer, so I made a mistake and picked up the wrong shade. However, it is fairly helpful because the ColourPop concealer, it applies lighter, but it does oxidize a little bit. So I use this if I want to brighten up a little. So I'm going to take my Fenty concealer, and this is in the shade 300. I'm actually 330, but it's okay. So I'm going to take that, and I'm a little dark around my eyes. So I'm going to take that and apply that right here, like in my tear duct. And it is full coverage. So with this Fenty concealer, a little goes a long way. But I should have gotten 330, but it's okay. Next thing I'm gonna do is contour my nose. I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Chestnut, and this is how I contour my nose. I don't really care for two lines like going down like that. I kind of just keep it right here so it could give the illusion of a contour. So I'm just gonna show you. Bam, just like that. That is how I contour my nose, and I kind of bring it up in the eyebrow a little bit, and it also kind of softens the brow once I blend it in, which I will show y'all in a minute. So now that my concealer has set, and it is like probably full coverage concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blend it out. So I'm taking my damp beauty blender sponge. This is the black beauty blender. Now I'm bringing my concealer inward on my nose, close to where I put my contour. So right up in there is where I'm gonna blend it up on the sides of my nose. That's how I do that. And then I'm gonna blend it out. Now, remember when I said earlier I didn't apply my concealer up in my crease because I'm gonna blend it up. And like around the eye area, that skin is already super thin, so you don't want to put on extra makeup right up under that because that skin is like super soft, and you don't want premature wrinkles, so you kind of want to just put less product up there as possible and bring it down. And this is how I do my highlight. And I'm gonna take my nose highlight and just blend it down like that. Taking this angle fluffy brush, I don't even know where I got this brush from, and I'm just gonna bring it down. See that? It's not as harsh. And I'm gonna blend it up in my eyebrow. To give the illusion. See, with makeup, it's all about illusions. It's all about illusions. Contours are shadows, highlights are brightening and bringing something forward. Bam. So I'm just gonna blend out everything, making sure everything is like even. You don't see the beginning and ends of anything. I'm gonna set my makeup, and first I'm gonna set the under eye, and I'm taking this Morphe E48 brush, and I'm taking my MAC Studio Fix powder, and I am going to set my under eye concealer using MAC. And also what this does, it tones it down, because I am pretty bright, which I don't mind, but I do want to tone it down using the powder. So I'm not going to go right up under, I'm just going to go like right here, and you see how it tones it down, and you just want to tap that in. This is in the color C6, and this is from MAC. Next, I'm gonna take my MAC Studio Fix powder, and I'm gonna set my entire face using this powder. And you see how it kind of tones it down. For baking, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder, and this is in the shade Fair Light. And this is what it looks like. It has a little bit of color, which I definitely need. So, and I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender sponge and I'm going to dip that into it, and this is how it looks. And I'm going to tap off the excess and then apply my bake. So this is how it's gonna look. I'm gonna put it on the sides of my nose. Because I want to bake and set, but I don't, the whole, you know, a crap ton of powder under the eye. No, I'm just not doing that. So I go ahead and I do it on the sides of my, start on the sides of my nose and come up like so. And then for the other side, I'm going to take the excess that's on the back of my hand and do the other side. Now, sometimes with creasing, especially for baking, sometimes you can't help creasing. Like wherever your skin creases, more than likely you're gonna have creasing. It's just what it is. Do not make makeup plastic surgery. Like, just stop. So I'm gonna dip back into my setting powder, dip back on the back of my hand, and just do a little bit more on the sides of my nose. I definitely want that to be, you know, bam. See that? That's how I want it to look. And then I'm gonna come back down and around and set that, because I do have laugh lines. That's pretty annoying. And then bam. This is how I look. This is how I bake. This is how I rather much look, because the whole a crap ton of powder up under there, I'm just not doing that. I mean, I don't leave my setting powder on for like 3 minutes. After I'm done baking or applying it, I go right back in with my powder and dust it off. Makeup, my concealer, everything is set. So I'm gonna go in for contouring. I'm gonna go in with the Black Radiant True Complexion Contour Palette. And this is the light medium palette. And this is what the palette looks like. It is so pretty. And this highlighter shade though, she's excited. So I am gonna take the contour shade, this shade here, and I'm gonna contour my face. Now, you see this? That's where I'm gonna contour. I'm gonna take this big Morphe and 527. Don't be like me, I did not clean this brush. Now, when you contour, you don't want to bring your contour all the way up here. You want to keep it up. You don't want to bring it all the way up there. I'll just go like that. And then I'm going to bronze the skin with the sculpting shade. Now, some people might think, girl, that is a lot for contour, but my face is like naturally contoured like that, so I can't really say that's just not blended and it's not one line. Like, no, that's my face shape, sorry. And I'm bringing color and dimension back to my face. I do it, and sometimes I do my jawline with whatever is left over. Now, for cleaning purposes, to clean up the contour, got a little brush here, up under, you know, because sometimes it can come down and it can just take away. Sometimes I go back in and I take this and I just clean it up a little bit. Just like that. But I don't come all the way up with it, I just leave it back here. And then I'll go in and dust it off. now this is how I brought dimension and color back to my face. So the next most important part is, well, Talisha, you highlighted your face, but what about your nose? I go in my contour palette, and sometimes I take my whatever bronzer that you have or contour that you have. Sometimes I contour my eye shape, and for me it helps with my nose because when I do it, I bring it up in here. So let me do a demonstration. I'm just gonna go back and forth in windshield wiper motion and bring some structure and basically sculpt my eye and my nose. So you see I'm keeping it like bringing it up. That is how I structure my eye and contour my nose all at the same time. So you see that? That is how I do it. Put up in my brow to also soften up the eyebrow as well. And sometimes I go all the way down. I think it's really pretty and soft, especially when you put your bronzer or whatever in your crease. And sometimes I don't go all the way down. Sometimes I just stay up in here to give the illusion of a contour nose. I feel like it all ties together. It really does. And then after this, you can basically go in with whatever eyeshadow color or plan that you were gonna go ahead and do. You have color to your face, you have dimension back to your face, and also back to your eyes and down your nose, but it looks natural, it looks highlighted. So speaking of highlight, actually I'm gonna do blush. So I'm gonna take Peaches by MAC, and this is gonna be my blush. Go over that. Peaches by MAC is like so pretty. I feel like it goes with every single look. I use the highlight that's in the contour palette and highlight my face with it. And it's so pretty. My nose. You see? That's what I wanted. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes and my lips and the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be right back. And that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below, what are your favorite foundations? You know, what's your favorite step in your foundation routine? For some reason, for me, it is so oddly satisfying to blend out my concealer. I don't know why, but it is. So yeah, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.